Let's begin. I feel like there wasn't anything on the options too much I could set up. Difficulty is on normal. I don't know if I should go hard. I don't even know what this type of game is exactly. I guess I'll try to... if it's too easy, I can try to update it along the game if I can. If not, we're going normal. Pause on start a combat. Don't need to do that yet. Video is everything on max. Don't know about online stuff. I think I'm gonna reduce sound effects a little bit. And keep music a bit higher. Let's get new game. It says I can choose either Origins or Awaken. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're going with left. And so it is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection for this fleeting you have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Trendonese. 8:30. We're gonna watch Alexstrasza Row 34 under Dragon Age on Deathwing. Never.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world.
Darkspawn. Are we playing Baldur's
Mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn.
So who was casted out again? Some unrighteous people?
They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless.
So mages are unrighteous, okay.
The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
I just got destroy this guy.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings.
Oh!
The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevailed.
The Righteous Knights! I do like playing Dwarf. Maybe I am. But we're gonna play tank build. As very well.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
Forgotten to pay
We
their
are few
respects.
now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
Damn, you just picked him up by the hand.
It may even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
So something dark is coming. There was some Darkspawn, whatever. I guess we're gonna figure out more of the world of the game inside. I'm not 100% clear on everything. The background you select will determine which of the 6 distinct opening stories you'll play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. Ooh. Background. This is background here. Background is important in D&D when you play So I'm kind of excited to see that they're putting an emphasis on that. Race. We have human, elf, or dwarf. +1 strength, dexterity, magic, cunning. Elf gets a special background? Wielding a power as dangerous as a spotting, you know that magic is a curse for those lacking the will to control it. You anxiously await your harrowing the ones currently to prove yourself against the demons working within and without. Succeed or be slaughtered by the knights who ward against your kind. Oh no, this is a class I'm clicking. My bad. Once enslaved by humans, most elves have all but lost their culture, scrounging in impoverished living in the slums of human cities. Only the nomadic Dalish tribes still cling to their traditions. Living by the bow and the rule of their old gods as they roam the ancient forest, welcome nowhere else. Elves can be warriors, rogue, or mages. Willpower, magic. Humans can be warriors, rogue, or mages. Rigidly bound by caste and tradition, the dwarves have been waging a losing war for generations, trying to protect the last stronghold of their once vast underground empire from the Darkspawn. Dwarves are very tough and have a high resistance to all forms of magic, thus preventing them from becoming mages. Q Constitution, yes man! We're going dwarf. What about the human story? The most numerous yet the most divided of all the races, only 4 times have they even united under a single cause, the last being centuries ago. Religion and the chantry play a large part in the human society and distinguishes them culturally from elves and dwarves. More than anything else, human can be warriors. Okay. Warrior or rogue? Warriors are powerful fighters focusing on melee and range weapons to deal with their foes. They can withstand and deliver a great deal of punishment and have a strong understanding of tactics and strategy. Berserker, Templar, Champion, and River. None of these sound like tank to me. But I get con. Rogues are skilled adventurers who come from the walks of life. All rogues possess some skill in piercing hooks and spawning traps, making them valuable assets to any party. Tactically, they are not ideal frontline fighters, but the rogues can circle around behind their target. They can backstab and devastating effects. Dex and can. Templar is tank. No, I don't know what Templar means in this game, man, but it definitely doesn't sound to me like tank. Sounds more like a paladin to me. Okay, background I can choose only 2. A dwarf commoner or a dwarf noble. I guess the others are for the other races, supposedly. As the favored child of the Dwarven King, you proudly take up your first military command, only to learn that the deadly intrigues of family and sycophants may pose a greater danger than even the battlefield. Born castless in a land where rank is everything, bound as the lackey and tug of a local crime lord, you have spent your life invisible, until chance thrusts you into the spoiled lab, where you can finally prove whether you will be defined by your actions or your birth. Well, I don't want to be noble. I like to come from the farms. And we're gonna try to change from this unrighteous crime path.
Greetings.
This looks good. Skin tone. Actually, I like to be a bit more sunburned if I can. Like this. I've spent a lot of time under the sun farming. Don't want tattoos. Tattoo cover, no? No? Why do I have 2 names? Nikki Broska? I don't wanna be Broska, what the fuck? Or is that a female name? Live under a mountain? Maybe I was outside the box, farmer dwarf outside the mountain, and I brought food inside. Maybe there was some way to farm under the mountain stuff. Underground roots? Who knows? You can change surname. Well, if we cannot, then we're gonna have to write a full name. Nikolai Broska. I like having a little bit of wonk here. As a warrior, tight seems better, so it doesn't get in my eyes. I like this beard. I like light brown. What's that? Stubble? But I already have a beard. What do you mean stubble? My eyebrows should be brighter because of the sun. Fuck your mountain beginning, guys. I was spending a lot of time outside. How did that happen? I don't know. This is my story. My eyebrows gonna be a bit brighter because of this. Forehead. The fuck? This is fine. I'll go a bit bigger nose. There we go. Big schnauzer. Hey, I cannot click here. Mouth. Okay. Bigger ears a bit. Portrait. Not sure what that means. Appearance and voice. Oh, it's on the portrait literally. Okay. We should be a bit like war, so it feels like we're short and someone is looking us from above. No background is fine.
I have lost concentration. How do you do?
I cannot change, bros, come on.
Greetings. Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure. Greetings. How do you do? Oops. Where's my... Not even a scratch? Greetings. Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure. It didn't work.
This sounds the most dwarf to me, and it also makes sense that I've picked up some suave sound to my voice because I was under a criminal background. So I'll take that. Although a few would call the cast as Dwarf of Dusttown famous, they are well known for a few common traits. Woelessness, poverty, and the brand on their faces. For the full experience of playing a Dwarf Commoner, we recommend that you select a facial tattoo. Fine.
I'm sure.
Makes sense, I was in a gang. I don't like playing with tattoos. Where is that? Skin. Wait. What? This tattoo got upgraded or something? Huh. Yeah, let's just keep this one. Could be like a dwarf sigil or something. Okay. Let's see here. I can spend 5 points. I start with some predetermined stats because a dwarf and the bonus is for a dwarf probably. Strengthening measures the character's physical prowess and directly affects the damage a character deals in physical combat. It also contributes to the accuracy of melee attacks. High strength is essential for warriors in particular if they wish to wield two-handed weapons and is nearly as critical for rogues. Measure of agility, reflexes, and balance. Hard dexterity improves the character's chances to hit, makes the character more likely to dodge incoming blows. Piercing weapons like daggers or arrows. Archery and dual weapon fighting style demand high dexterity to master, making them attribute favorite for rogues. I always read the stats because some games sometimes work differently with stats. Willpower represents a character's determination and mental fortitude. With high willpower, mages can cast more spells, so that's intellect. Thanks to a deeper mana pool. For warriors and rogues, willpower grants more stamina for combat techniques. Okay, can I reduce? I cannot go lower than 10, my good sir. Now, willpower makes sense that I would have a strong willpower as a high constitution dwarf. Because you're thinking about it more of as a magical aspect, but willpower could also be for never giving up. Magic should be the lowest for me. Magic is the measure of character's natural affinity to the arcane. This attribute is crucial for mages and it directly increases character's spell power score, which determines the potency of all spells. The magic attribute also determines how effective potions, spells, and salves are for classes. Cunning determines how a character learns and reasons. Most skills, such as herbalism or combat tactics, require a quick mind to master, and an observant eye can more easily find weaknesses in enemy armor. Rogues benefit most from this, as many other class abilities and special attacks around subtlety or reading the target, not raw strength. It sounds to me like magic and cunning should be and dexterity should be the list for me. Can I lower dexterity? No. Represents health and resilience. Higher constitution directly increases the amount of damage a character can take before falling on the battlefield. Done. Okay. Willpower works for mages in this game. It seems it gives maximum mana. What's the skills? I can use 1 point. I have 1 in stealing. No, man. We're never gonna use that. The character is quick enough to peel for small items from others, whether friendly or hostile. This is very unrighteous skill. Because of my criminal background. Ay. Combat training. Character has complete basic combat training. Warriors and rogues gain access to first year weapon talent. I can go coercion. The character is influential enough to convince others to change their views. Strength contributes to a more intimidating character, where cunning contributes to more persuasive. No. Trap making? No. Survival. Character can detect the presence of nearby creatures below the character's own level. Also grants a small bonus to natural resistance. That's a big farmer paladin potential. Herbalism. Definitely. Character can make potions. Poison making? No. Combat tactic. Character can formulate strategies quickly in a battle. I'm going survival. Through training and hard work, the warrior has gained greater health and reduced the fatigue penalty for wearing armor. Sounds very good. Precise tracking, the warrior tries to make each attack count, sacrificing attack speed for a bonus to attack as well as an increased chance to score criticals. Dual weapons? No. No. I have a dual weapon sweep. The character sweeps both weapons in a broad arc. Don't care. Archery, don't care. Weapon and shield. Yeah. The character's shield bashes a target, dealing damage as well as knocking the target off its feet unless it's a physical resistance check. Shield Mastery doubles the strength bonus for this attack. Shield Defense. While this mode is active, the character drops into a defensive stance and favors the shield, gaining a bonus to defense and an increased chance to shrug off missile attacks, but taking a penalty to attack. With shield balance, the attack penalty is reduced with shield expertise. The bonus increases. With shield mastery, the defense bonus decreases further. Oh, those are the upgrades. Shield block. Practice fighting with a shield improves the character's guard. Enemies can no longer flank the character on the shield carrying side. I'll take one of these and one of these. You played with a shield, nice. Oh, this character background specifically has a rogue background to it, Wilson, because I was under a crime ward as a commoner dwarf. So the game forces me to have some rogue things. But I'm gonna ignore them, because I'm gonna change myself to a new righteous person. Normal.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining dwarven cities.
Eh! I don't see anything. It's stuck. Should I click anything? No. I'm even clicking something and it's moving. Well, I guess I'll add a 4. Ay, 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 man. What are your video seconds? The game has a memory leak and crashes a lot unless you play with low graphics and texture or get the 4 GB patch. Everything is on max. I don't know what this patch is. Let's see what Google says about it. Dragon Age Origins crashes. I don't want to play a fan-made patch. Installing the AOA patch. AOA patch. What the fuck is that? Let's try to just reduce graphics. I don't want to install anything. So I'm gonna put anti-aliasing to minimum. Graphics, I'll turn down 1. Enable this if you say I'm gonna remove vertical sync. Maybe that's gonna help. I gotta do everything again, man. We didn't lose anything, the game crashed at the beginning.
Greetings.
Hey, it kept my face kinda.
Greetings.
I'm just gonna keep this preset on the face and stuff. I don't have time for that. Survival. Q shield. Normal. Let's see. Second try.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory.
Orzammar, like
Below the
Ogrimmar.
vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
I have a sister. I know we shall
I can't
see.
keep gambling on you forever, precious.
You've got a sweet look. Something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Barat. Can we not do this in front of my brother?
Damn,
Why
damn.
not? He knows the slope of the land, don't you, boy?
Sister looking tight. Whatever gets together the cesspool, no. Didn't I tell you not to talk that way to my sister? Yes. We owe you everything, Berat. We won't let you down. No. Don't worry, she'll find a man or she'll answer to me. No. Phew.
You told me a lot of things, not one of which meant more than a fart in the middens. Before me, your sister was just another duster. Now check her out. Braids down to here, gold cap teeth. She can recite elf poetry and play the string harp. Every man's dream. All she's gotta do is find a lord, squeeze out some kid who looks like him. We're all living the easy life in the diamond war.
Disgusting.
Please, don't get involved. You know that never goes well.
Sorry, sister, but I have to defend your honor. I don't like to see him treating you that way.
I'll treat her however I like, as long as you both eat off my plate. You keep your head down and say aye to any job I decide is low enough for scum like you.
Hey!
In return, I put out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brat. Then you both go free. And I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life.
What the fuck? This guy wants to make my sister pregnant by baiting a ward and then wants to infiltrate her family to take... So he becomes a ward. Disgusting, unrighteous person, man. We've kept our part of the deal, whatever it is.
Well, unless I start seeing results, we're going to renegotiate. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
Get off my back, tell my job for today. See, she's found someone, I told you we'd deliver. Watch yourself, Berat. We may not need you pretty soon. Get off her back.
Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now. And I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
Yeah, third sounded very dangerous. I don't know
I'm
the
sorry you had to see that.
risks yet of the situation where Berat expects too much from you. You don't have to hide anything from me, Rika. I've seen it before and I'll say it again. I can't stand the way he treats you for.
Just be careful about showing him. You've been lucky so far. He thinks it's funny when you and Lesky get vulgar. Some of the nobles I've met, they'd as soon have your head for speaking your mind. That's why I didn't tell you. Barat's been warning me ever since 2 of his other girls found patrons at Lord Harrowmont's reception. They've been getting gifts already. Lord Rooston gave Elsie a surface silk gown and she's not even pregnant. Barat's getting impatient.
Bit your patch. DM. I might check it after we do some Dragon Age though. I don't wanna stop midway. Berat expects too much from you. Isn't the work I do for Berat enough? I just wish we didn't have to kiss up to that cave tick. I want you to stop working for him. 3 or 4. I think my sister is trying to help us by also doing some work that is not the most righteous, but she's trying to look out for me in her own way. So I'm gonna go with 3. I'm not gonna tell her to stop doing something if she believes that's what she wants to do.
You know the other options. Cleaning middens, begging, going to the surface. No. Unless you find a way to save us all from Darkspawn and become a paragon. We're pretty much on Barat's leash for life.
What does the Darkspawn have to do with Berat though? Isn't that like a bigger world problem? I don't know why I cannot join the army and fight Darkspawn. Someone like me could never actually be a Paragon. It's not fair that Berat gets to push us around. I need to get going before Berat comes back. Oh, that's what she meant, I see. I mean, even if I could join the army, I couldn't leave my sister here. It's not fair that Berat gets to push us around.
Money gives him power. He's got family on the surface, which means he can smuggle up lyrium and smithcrafts, and bring down silks, wines, and furs. And he played it smart. When he started expanding, he made sure it was only the casteless he shook down for protection, so the guardsmen didn't care.
Can Berat really follow through on his threats? So why does Berat care about hustling you to some noble? And now he has everything at work one. 3.
As far as the nobles are concerned, he still stinks of Dust Town. He's got money now, but you can't buy caste, you know? No noblewoman would risk a dalliance with him. His only chance to join a noble family is to claim kinship with the concubine who bears a noble's son. And that's what he wants more than anything. Don't you? Imagine what it would be like not to have people look at us like we're sewer sludge. To think our lives are worth something.
We don't need rich people to look at us like that. We don't need their looks. Concubine, yeah. I need to get going. No. Berat expects too much from me.
You know how desperate the nobles are for more children? They can barely field enough soldiers to hold the walls against the Darkspawn. If I could give one of them a son, the whole house would celebrate. And we'd all be raised up to noble caste to join the family. It's what Barat's betting on. That's why he paid for my clothes, my voice lessons. He wants to share the reward.
Yeah. My sister does sound like she has a pretty solid voice for someone that is, well, scum, potentially. As a caste. Making children to fight Darkspawn sounds fine by me, but I don't like that she's being used for other people. I need to go. Did you say there was a noble who was interested?
Yes. That is, I hope. He certainly seems charming. He treats me like a real lady. Not just someone to tumble and forget.
Who is he?
I don't want to say, in case I'm wrong. It just seems too mad to think of one of the most important men in Orzammar with someone like me. Anyway, time is rusting and I need to get dressed. These fashions will be the death of me. 100 buttons on each sleeve. And Lesky's probably already outside waiting for you.
It's not fair that Berat gets to push us around. Diana already said that.
Money gives him power. He's got family on the surface, which means he can smuggle up lyrium and smithcrafts, and bring down silks, wines, and furs. And he played it smart. When he started expanding, he made sure it was only the casteless he shut down for protection.
We already did
so
that.
the guardsmen didn't care.
Can Berat really fall through on his threats?
Don't underestimate him. Barat has thugs who'd kill their own mothers just to work for him.
Disgusting. I need to get going.
Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
The game can be played from a variety of tactical viewpoints. Use the mouse wheel to bring your camera down. Character now has a move order. You can issue orders in real time. Or while pause. Press space to unpause. What are these credits codex stuff? Ay ay ay. Well, I can move like that. Oh, the A and D moves the camera, but W and S moves the character. That's so weird. Hey, stop spoiling me the patch, guys, man. Dual weapon sweep. I have 2 swords, man. Where is my shield? Cooldown 15. Not sure why I have an exploration on the taskbar. Stealing. Can I remove this? Yeah, I'll remove those 2. Item set bonus. Swap weapon. I don't have anything else. Character record. Fatigue. Wearing armor causes fatigue, which is percentage increase the basic mana or stamina cost to activate a spell or talent. That's cool. Armor 6. Defense. Increase the chance of dodging or parrying attacks. Missile deflection 49. Attack. Damage. Resistances. Nature resistance. Accomplishments. Talents. Racial ability. Dwarven resistance. Have an innate resistance to hostile magic. Alright. Inventory. Dagger. Rough stuff. Laser health. What dragon plate? Why do I have a tier 6 plate in my backpack? Huh? Where did that come from? Massive armor. Weird. Maybe it's a delivery item I need to. DLC? I don't like getting extra benefits. Throw it in the trash. Destroy! No easy mode. Lesser health pods. Skill Herbalist has rendered a variety of medical ingredients into the soothing restorative substance. Health pods is instantly restore some of the user's health. Can I put here? Okay. What do you mean, wow? I don't want any DLC benefits. Well, I wanna experience the normal mode as it should have been, not with some extra help. Well, it was a quest item? Well, too late. That is the decision I already made. We're not gonna complete that quest. Find out what Derad wants you to do. You work for the crime ward. Berad as one of his enforcers. He has a task for you to carry out today. Premium content. Searcher's Pass. Travel to Searcher's Pass. What does premium content mean? Is that DLC? Codex. The castless. Probably stole it anyway. Yeah, we're righteous now. We don't want any steal things. Well, I did want it to drop it on the ground, but the game said destroy, man. The caste system in Orzammar includes many groups of privileged The nobility and the warriors above others, but to a lesser degree the merchants and the smiths and the miners. Tradition establishes a clear hierarchy, but as in any culture with an upper class, there is also a clear underclass. These unfortunate, the so-called casteless, are believed to be descendants of criminals and other undesirables. They have been looked down upon since Orzamar's foundation. They have taken up residence in a place called Dusttown, a crumbling ruin of the fringe of Orzamar's common areas. You know, we just finished playing Planescape Torment, and when we called our sister a Dusty, it reminded me of the Dustmen there, but here they're called Dusties because they're from Dusttown. DMD. Sell pay to win armor so your sister doesn't have to whore herself to summon a righteous noble. Now this pay to win armor came out magically into my backpack because of a real life thingy. I shouldn't have it at all. It shouldn't exist. Orzammar society considers these casteless lower than even the servant caste. Indeed, the casteless are not allowed to become servants, as it is too honorable a position. They are seen as little better than animals. Their face is branded at birth to mark them as bastard children of the kingdom. Their home district, little more than a slum, is a haven for crime, organized and otherwise. Orzammar's guards seemingly cannot be bothered to patrol its streets. The best the most casteless dwarves can hope for is a life at the whim of a local crime lord, ended abruptly by violence or an overabundance of toxic Lycian ale. Even so, there is some hope for the casteless. A dangling rope that offers a way up into greater Orzammar society. Since a dwarf caste is determined by the parents of the same sex, by the parent of the same sex? Huh? The male child of a nobleman is a part of the noble's house and caste. Strangely, it is acceptable for casteless women to train the arts of courtly romance to woo nobles and warriors. They are known as noble hunters. and a male born from such a union is considered a joyous event, considering the low rate of dwarven fertility. The mother and entire family are then taken in by the father's house, although they retain their caste. Noble hunters! That's a very high... Imagine you say that for women in real life that are gold diggers. Noble hunters. The dwarves are on the surface are also considered casteless once they leave Orzammar. Although this is only relevant to those who return. If they're allowed to return at all. Dwarves who live for the surface. The sun touch, that's me! As they often called behind their backs, lose their connection to the stone and the favor of the ancestors, and thus are worthy of little more than pity. For upon dying, they're said to be lost to the stone forever. Put that away, it seems a sad existence indeed. I guess I'm not gonna be a stone chosen. From the stone halls of dwarves by brother Genitivi. Controls, exploration, inventory. Inventory is divided into two sections: equipped items for selected character on the left and shared party inventory on the right. Journal. Plot helpers are markers on your current area map that include where you need to progress. Alright. Notes. Oh, those are designers and writers. Credits. Cool. We've read everything. Conversational history. That's cool. If I wasn't paying attention. Downloadable content. Sheesh. That's a lot of things. Inventory, journal, map. Tactics. What the fuck is that? Oh, if something happens at a certain threshold, I can do something. It's like a macro in WoW. I've never liked using those though. I'm not gonna think about that for the moment. Is that my sister? Her face doesn't look like that. Who are you, Kawa?
Who's that? Why are you bothering me? Rika?
No, mother, it's Nikolai, your son. Oh, it's Mama. You're under arrest for drunkenness? It's the king of Orzammar. I heard you were single. Bro. I'm not gonna do that to my mom.
Don't you talk to me like I'm an idiot. You think I don't know my own kid? What are you doing here anyway? Rika said you were finally making something useful of yourself.
If useful you mean cracking skulls for a smuggler, doesn't bother you that Rika has whore herself out? Ooh, that's some heavy words to say to my mom. But it is the truth!
She's got the body. Might as well use it before a couple of kids twist it out of shape.
Goddamn women tactics! It is what it is. I can't believe it.
You're just jealous. No woman will be fool enough to fall for you. All you can give her are castless breasts that no one wants.
Okay, mom. Wow. You have to stop this, mother. You're killing yourself.
You tell me. Just what do I got that's worth living for?
What about me? What about Rika?
I know you both hate me. I know what I done to you. But it was for your own good. The world's a cruel place. You had to learn that. You think you'd be where you are now if I'd let you hide from a few slaps? Everything you are, I made you.
I don't mind the slaps. Do you think that's something to be proud of? I stopped listening to you when I was 6. I'm living now, you can drown. I've got work to do. I wouldn't want to say any of that. I've got work to do. Try to dry out by the time I get home.
Oh, I shouldn't keep doing this to you. I know I shouldn't. It's just so hard. Hey, where's he going? Why is he leaving? Don't leave me!
Never mind, Mother. Why don't you just lie down? That's good.
Dwarven woman beards are a myth. When I'm in this mode, I can get a more detailed look on the rooms, which is nice. I kind of dig it that you can get 2 different options.
Very well. I shall do it.
You want to do it, but you're not doing it. Right click.
It shall be done.
This is my home. I don't think I need any of that. I'll just keep it there. Maybe my sister is gonna need it. I have enough. We don't want to be greedy. Tab highlights my hero. So this is a little bit highlighted with stars. Good to know. Is this a hole? Is this the toilet? What is this? Is this a bat? Is this a grave? What is this? Why is there stairs for a random stone thingy? Bed? I wouldn't sleep in there. Ain't no way. This is the bed right there. What the fuck is that? A bat? Okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess. Dwarves like their rock. Good job, Dempa, man. Damn. You know your judo well. Alright, let's live.
About sodding time. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Growl.
I know how to say that as well, damn. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get a knife for that spicy sister of yours. Pooh! I told you to never talk to her about that way.
But no hot-blooded dwarf can help himself. Those perfect lips, just made to be screaming my name. You must have had a few naughty thoughts yourself, huh? What do you say?
Bro, I've never even had a brother or sister, and I feel the protectiveness right now. Shout him to the very... Let's see, do we have such an option? I might have to feed your spleen. Why Berat send you? Shut up about Rico, or you won't have a tongue left.
You know I'm kidding. It's strictly hands off with me and Rika. But
Good.
As much as I'd love to keep chatting, we better get down to business.
Hey, Noir. Alright, what's the story?
Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. Name's Oskias, some surfacer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding back.
It sounds to me that guy is gonna bring us to the righteous light and could be a good way to take down Berat. If I can side with him, I will already. Where is this Oskias guy? He's stealing from Berat, I like him already.
Well, yours will be a short and tragic relationship. You ready to show him some pain?
I don't think it's right to just kill this guy.
We're not just killing him. First we take back anything he stole and then we kill him. Come on, you can feel bad later.
Yeah, I think it's a tattoo that is put on slaves like that. War people that are under crime bosses. I think this guy has the same tattoo like me because we're in a gang. That's why we have the tattoo. Let's at least find out what he's done.
Whatever lets you sleep at night, my friend.
Ah, I have a companion. Leske. He is a dirty fighter. Leske. He is dexterity main. War armor class, dwarf, rogue. The rogue incapacitates the target who takes no damage from the attack but is stunned for a short time. And poison, making the character has survived the difficult learning process of making simple poisons. A venom. I need a toxic extract and a flask. And there's a deathroot extract. I also have stealth.
Quiet as a knock. That's asleep.
If the rogue initiates combo while still stealthy, the first strike is an automatic critical hit or backstab. Good to know. Do we walk together? Move freely. Toggle full party selection. This is forward at the moment. We're in a big town. Ay, ay, ay. Is this where we came from? Hard to tell. Oh, in my house. We haven't came from here. So what's inside here then? Do we have autosave on F5? Nice. This is locked. We're not gonna bust inside then. Who are you? Beggar. First time playing, yeah? Just started.
This is the end. A new archdemon is rising, and Orzammar will fall.
Archdemon? What does has to, are you talking about the crime lord?
You think I don't know who you work for? Is he onto me? Is he sending you to feel me out? Is that it?
Ooh, I can highlight stuff. What about this door? Ah, there's a door right there. I could do something with. Hey, that's my home. Okay, we're going forward then. I kinda like the forward approach. Feels like a MMO a bit. The other approach might be better for fighting, maybe.
You got some coin? I'll do anything.
Do I have coin? I have 0 coin, my good sir. I'm poor as you. But I'm not giving up.
Hey there, Carter boy. Care to try a taste of this? Any way you like it.
Sorry sis, but helping my sister is a priority at the moment. Maybe another time. Who are you?
2 bits for the needy.
2 bits. Who do you think you're looking at, old man?
I seen you around. You one of them Barat boys. You don't know from needy. Not until you're my age.
It pays very much like a single player MMO. Yeah. What happened to you?
I used to work in the mines, checking the new tunnels for bad air. Set me down with a candle, and there must have been a pocket of gas, because it went up like dragon's breath. Healer saved my life, but I can't half walk. What's a man supposed to do?
Oh, his leg got fucked up because of fire. Is there any way I can help?
You got some spare feet? If not, a silver would fill that void real nice.
Is there anything you can give me for my money? No, I don't have time for this.
This'll be you someday. Soon as you start to wrinkle up and Barat's got no use for you. Don't think you got anywhere to go but here.
I don't have the money, I would have helped you, man. It is what it is. What is up with you guys?
Stand back. I don't want to catch your diseases.
Okay, dude.
Humans say the Maker loves all of us. It doesn't matter what you're born.
The Maker. Is it one god in this world?
You got any food on you? Please?
Can I trade with her? I can give her a potion. Poultice. Doesn't seem like it. This wall looks sus. Can the rogue identify it? Nah, it's a dead end.
Who needs the Paragon Branca when you've got all this? Look at me, I'm the Pauper Paragon.
Spare silver. My boy needs medicine. The docs say he won't wake without it.
Don't look at me like that.
I was beautiful once. I was beautiful.
Yeah, people get old, it is what it is. And she still seems pretty good to me. Gather your party? What the fuck? The Orzammar Commons. I guess that's the beginning of this one. I have to move forward. Okay. Right click on a foe to attack, use a talent like pinning shot or a spell like winter grass by left clicking on the ability in your quick bar. Left clicking on the enemy if the ability requires a target. For area effect spells, the flame blast. City of Orzammar. Tutorial, okay. The city of Orzammar. The dwarves are lauded for their craftsmanship. Lauded. Are they like proud tales for them? I've never heard that word. And the city of Orzammar is one of the Their finest works, Orzammar lies in the heart of the Frostback Mountains, deep underground. The city arch outward from the royal palace, which is built around a natural lava vent, continually fountaining liquid rock which both lights and heats the entire cavern. The topmost tier of Orzammar is home to the noble caste, with their palaces fanning out in both directions from the court of the king, as well as the Chaperet, which serves as a repository for all dwarves' knowledge. The war tier is the commons, where the merchants' caste holds sway and where the finest works of Orzammar's craftsmanship are for sale. In the center of the river of lava, connected to the common by a causeway, are the proving grounds, a sacred arena, where the dwarves by ancient tradition settle their disputes. On one side of the fiery river and the ruins of old dwarves' palaces fallen into despair, which the locals call Dust Town, now home to the city's castles. On the other side of the river are the deep roads, which once joined the sprawling dwarven empire together, but now, after centuries of darkspawn incursions are largely sealed off, nearly all knowledge of this network of underground passages have been lost, even to its builders. Brockback Mountain? Is that a meme? I don't get it. Why are you putting Gatching Blacksmith?
What are you doing here, Brand?
Hello.
Sounding castless breed like rats.
Guards are not happy about the looks of me.
I'm going to call the guards.
Okay. Cash.
Hey, boy. You look like someone who could use a spare copper. What do you say?
You got a job for me or something? Was this sussy man trying to give me free gold?
No work, just money for something you're not even using. Much. You look like you've still got all your teeth. Nice and healthy. I craft replacements for nobles who have lost theirs. I can pay you real handsome for some of those. 1 silver for 2. What do you say?
That's crazy. I'm not going to sell my teeth.
You won't get a better price. I'm in demand. Top tooth and wig shop off the Diamond Quarter, 4 years running. There are some who just take what they want off someone like you. I'm offering an honest deal. What do you say?
Don't you have any legitimate work for me? I wouldn't want any legitimate work from this guy. Do you have any idea who I work for? I'm not gonna justify that with a response.
Suit yourself. Plenty of brands are willing.
I don't like this guy.
Offer withdrawn. I'm sure I'll find some other brand who's happy to have it.
They call people like me with a brand tattoo a brand. Ah, don't tell me I crashed. Man! Really? Second crash. I guess I'll have to order more. People said the medium is the best. In the Reddit thread. We're feeling even more old school. Where I am? Before that moment. Okay.
What are you doing here, Brand?
Hey, boy. You look like someone who could use a spare copper. What do you say? No work, just... You look... I can pay you real handsome for you. There are some who just take what they want off someone like you.
I'm gonna have to start saving more often. Quick saves. This is a risky situation. In this game. Yeah, the Tooth Collector crashed my game because he didn't like how I was talking to him. Dude! What is the problem of this game, man?
Have you heard? King's got a team who found traces of Bronca in the deep roads.
Oh?
found her body, did they?
No, tools. Signs of camp, things like that.
Paragon or not, Bronk is dead. She's been gone 2 years.
Well, whatever I might need, you guys can lick me and I can check it out, but I'm not putting anything at the moment.
Rand's walking around like they own the place. Repulsive.
Crash counter. Can you do this? Something like that? Alive. Aye. Olinda.
Lesky, you old scamp. What are you doing here? Trying to charm me out of another set of ribbons for your girl?
Trying to talk you into being my girl, Olinda.
Ooh.
You know my heart's breaking for you.
Don't you go saying that around my husband. Who's your friend?
Damn, this guy is big charmer. I'm Nico White, pleased to meet you.
You're welcome to look around. I'll slide on the markup since you're Lesky's friend, but I can't give anything away for free.
I'll take a look.
Just don't touch anything if you can't meet the price.
Oh yeah, this is the moment where I could steal potentially. We won't be doing that. What is this? Farbomb. What is this currency? Sells for, buys for. Okay. Lesser injury kit. Venom, wormbow, quote trap, flask, toxins, wine. Nothing in weapons and armor. She's more of a consumable lady. Alright. Save! Can we talk to Lesky actually more?
We won't get very far if you keep stopping to chat. What's up?
Who are we looking for? Where do you think we can find Oskias?
Well, you know my suggestion. Go where the ale is. Man's a surfacer, so all he usually gets is that swill they make from grain or whatever. When he comes to Orzammar, he'll head straight for the real thing. Lichen malt. Straight up. 8 bits a tumbler.
I thought people die from lichen mold though. What the fuck? And what did Berat want us to do with him?
My best guess would be to find where he's hiding, drop a few names, and maybe a knife. Then, when he's pissing his breeches, search him. Then we take back any gold or lyrium he might have been skimming. I'm sure you can figure out what comes next.
How'd someone like you end up castless anyway?
My father's birthday gift to me. Same as you. They say the original castless were criminals whose houses disowned them, or folks who insulted the ancestors by leaving for the surface. But most of us now, we're just the poor fools whose parents were dumb enough to bear us.
Why would a house disown someone for going to the surface?
Because the nobles can't imagine anyone wanting to live anywhere but here. They don't want anybody polluting Orzammar with Skyre's ideas, so they say if you come back castless.
Is there a true there's no caste on the surface?
As far as I hear, humans have their lords and their peasants, and everyone hates the elves. But to them, all dwarves look alike. That face brand, they don't even notice it.
You've been in the Carta a long time, huh?
Hey, what Lesky don't know about the card is not worth knowing. Unless you're maybe higher up and you know things I don't.
Is it like cartel? What's the Carta's main business?
Smuggling, mostly. A lot of stuff grows up top that folks down here got no other access to. And the Skyres up there will give them by the wagon in return for gold or some shiny magic lyrium.
How do I rise in the Carta? Can control the Carta. Who else is in the Carta?
Half the castless in Orzammar seems like. I haven't met most of them. Barat doesn't like the grunts to get too cozy. Jarvia's his main lieutenant this month. She practically runs the estate. And I hear he's been drilling her mine, if you know what I mean.
Is his main lieutenant drilling her mine? I don't wanna get her. That's all the questions I need.
Now you're showing some sense. Come on.
Save. A merchant.
It's been a long time since the last Grey Warden visit.
Shouldn't you be off scooping dung somewhere?
Okay, dude. This is a tower. Isn't here where we need to be? Inventory and equipment. To equip new items, you need to open the inventory screen. Do so now by clicking on the highlighted icon and pressing 1. Huh? To unequip, drag an item from its icon on the left side of the screen back in your inventory. Remove your character's armor or clothing now. For easy access, consumable. Yeah. Okay. Save. Tapster's Tower. This is where we need to find this guy from the surface. Yeah, there is Oskias.
The ancestors were smiling on my bets today. Another round from the house.
Bartender, what's the rumors here?
No castless.
Hey! Wait, I'm not a castless? Do you got a customer named Oskias?
Why would I tell you anything?
Take a close look before you finish that sentence. Are you sure you want to make us insist?
Oh, I didn't realize who sent you. He's here all right. Oskias. Right over there. Been nursing that same mug half the day. Paid up front, though. Good silver. What's he done?
You wanna make daddy your business? Ask too many questions, refuse to serve me ale? Made better than happy.
I'll say. You do what you have to. Just try and keep it neat. I'm still paying for this space. Hey, I'm trying to have a drink here. You mind standing downwind?
I crashed 3 times though, right?
They say the Warrior Cast is hosting a proving so the Grey Wardens can look for candidates.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Why I cannot click on this guy?
What do you want? I've got nothing for you.
You just keep to yourself, Brand.
I'm going to the provings later today, after I get good and drunk.
Wait, fatigue what? Although armor provides great protection, safety comes at a price. Anything heavier than regular clothing causes fatigue, which increases the mana or stamina cost of spells. Sturdy armor, lightweight leathers, but some talents like the warrior is powerful can reduce the effect. Yeah, but merchants. Can I see my fatigue somewhere? Is it the yellow bar? I'm gonna assume that for now, I guess. Okay. Oskias. Buggy command as well. Yeah, I'm full constitution max. Where's this fatigue?
Hey, I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Oskias. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name?
Did you think Baron wouldn't find out you're cheating him? Let's just say we've got a mutual friend. We're here to stop you from making a big mistake. Empty your bags. If you like what we see, you keep breathing. 3.
I don't know what you're talking about. You probably have the wrong Oskias, see? I just got here this morning. I'm usually on the surface and...
So you're not the turncoat two-faced swindling duster Barat told us about.
Opa.
I never did anything. Barat's got no reason to send you after me.
Did you think Barat wouldn't find out you're cheating him? Calm down, there is no reason we can't keep this civilized. If you did nothing wrong, you've got nothing to fear, right? Empty your bags. Calm down.
You mean you're not here to kill me?
I may be, but wobbling just make it take longer? Of course not, this is just a friendly inspection. Why? Is there a reason we should? Friendly inspection.
Making sure you didn't accidentally pocket any processed lyrium. You know.
Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him.
Find it or just kill you and plant the evidence later, no. Save your excuses, Leske search his bag, no. Then why have you been holding out on him? I believe you, but I just need to make sure. Why have you been holding on?
I haven't. I wouldn't.
Persuade? You think that's going to convince me? If you're lying, you're going to wish I only killed you. Save your excuses, Leske search his bag. Bro, I shouldn't be good at persuasion, but let's try.
I'm getting out of here. You two are mad. Barat knows I'd never betray him. I'll tell him myself.
You're not going anywhere. Could everyone who isn't about to die please turn around for a moment? This may be unpleasant. Thank you.
Opa.
You can't do this. Help! Call the guardsmen! This is murder!
You two let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the back.
The fuck?
It's just a bunch of rocks. You're gonna kill me for that?
Wait, does this dialogue happen because I failed the persuasion check? I thought your partner's voice actor sound familiar. Oh really? Who does he sound like? Yeah, Kipper is like, okay. I wish there was another way. I'm the next game.
Then let me go. Tell Barat you killed me. I can run to the surface. He's never got to hear of me again. I'll give you the lyrium. Do whatever you want with it. Give it to Barat. Sell it yourself. I don't care.
Sorry? Sauroka, a job is a job. Why would I take that kind of risk? If Barat ever found out about that, he'd killed me. Damn. I'm thinking between 2 or 3. Well, being righteous is always been hard. I'm gonna go for it. If Barat ever found out about that, he'd kill me.
I'll get out of the business. Open a dry goods shop. He'll never know I'm still alive. Please. What would you want if it was you?
Fine, but go quickly if Barat ever hears of this.
He won't. I swear. You'll never see me in Orzammar again. Thank you. You're as noble as you are strong. May the ancestors bless your steps.
Leske didn't have anything to say about that decision. Even though he was ready to kill. Did I get anything in my inventory for that or just... there you go. Lyrium nugget. This chunk of rocks sings to itself, a sustained high note that sounds almost joyful. Faintly glowing crystal studded surface. Let me save. Do you have anything to say about that, Leske?
Was that smart? If Barat finds out Oskias ran, he'll kill you. He'll kill me. He'll make you kill me, then yourself. Then he'll probably stew us and serve us to the poor.
He'll never find out. Too late for regrets. He's halfway to the surface by now. I just wish I could have left with him. Too late for regrets.
We should bring Barat delirium as proof of what Oskias was doing.
Alright then. Anything else in this inn tavern? You sir, you look drunk.
Can a man drink in peace?
Alright then. Were those called stalactites or stalagmites? I think it's mites because tights is no. Wait, well, how do you differentiate it from? There was some puzzle way to do it. One of my most favorite games I've ever played. Hope you enjoyed. Let's see Mauro. There was some way to figure out that the mite was either a 4 or a earth, but I don't remember. Maybe someone can tell me about it.
This place is going to the nugs. Casts running around like they own the place.
Great prices on all arms and armor, like they were crafted by the Paragon Smith Branca herself. Sod off, Brand. I don't have anything for the likes of you.
Okay, dude. Ademaro.
Do you mind? I have nothing you can afford, and as long as you're here, no one else will come.
Who are you?
My name is Edamaro. I come down here twice monthly with goods from the surface, which you know if you could afford any.
Does that mean you always have to sell? I cannot afford. You're a merchant? Why do you wear a castless face brand?
Same as you. It's illegal for me to walk here without one. I'm from the surface, so by the law of assembly, I'm castless. But I think of the brand as just a part of the license to vend my wares. I use a washable ink, and when I return home, it's gone first thing. I cannot imagine wanting to wear the beastly thing every day.
Washable ink, damn. You think I chose to live like this? It's not that bad down here. Right, Leske? No, it is bad. You think I chose to live like this?
You certainly don't choose to live any other way. If you were on the surface, you could open a shop, claim land, and start a farm, and get legally married by the human chantry. Orzammar is the only place in the world that will treat you like this. Yet you all stay. I'll never understand it.
I'm staying for my sister, pretty much. Isn't the surface disgusting for humans? No. I wouldn't still be castless on the surface? No. They say surface dwarves lose touch with the stone. If I wanted to be called an Indian, I'd ask my mother. Just let me... They say... Let's see if he knows anything more about this stone touch thingy. Stalactites hang tight from the ceiling. Because it's tight. No, tight... I don't see how the T and tight connect to ceiling though. Stalactites has a C for ceiling. Stalagmites have a G for ground. Oh, there it is! That's what I heard. Thank you. I'm not gonna remember that probably.
And what has the stone done for you? At least on the surface, you won't be rejected by your fellow dwarves. It always seems sad to me that our homeland is the one place in this world where you're likely to be killed by a fellow dwarf. Now, unless you're gonna buy something, I need to unload and get home before the rain sets in. That's water from the sky, by the way.
Alright.
I hope you make better luck for yourself in the future.
I'm not gonna take a look at his wares. No, it's a tattoo to signify that we're part of the gang. And this guy has it specifically so he's allowed to even enter this place and sell his merchandise.
Watch yourself. The Shaper doesn't need your footprints all over his clean clothes.
Sorry, I'll let you get back to your washing. I didn't touch anything.
We'll stand further back. I'm not gonna risk my position by having someone see you near his robes.
Huh?
After my mother took 5 years of her personal time sewing fine dresses for the head maid at the Shaperate, Mother tells me they never considered a single other candidate when the position opened for underwasher.
Huh? If you're just a servant, aren't you castless too?
I am not casteless. I am an honorable member of the servant caste. I serve my betters as is my place, decided by the ancestors who granted my mother my birth. I am not a criminal.
I'm not a criminal either, exactly.
You were once. Whatever horrid deviants you're descended from were written out of the histories and deemed unworthy to join the ancestors. Obviously they bred anyway, but their children can't possibly deserve the same protections as those who were legitimately born.
Okay, dude. What exactly does a Shaper do?
They control Orzammar's memories. They oversee births, marriages, death records, histories, everything we do or are. Except you, I guess. Casteless and criminals aren't allowed in a Shaper's presence.
I was Shaper, I was a criminal until today, Dempo, man. When I woke up this morning, I chose to be righteous. Then I guess you're not looking for a quick tumble. Okay, dude. Why? Not are we not allowed in a Shaper's presence?
Whatever horrid deviants you're descended from were written out of the histories and deemed unworthy to join the ancestors. Obviously, they bred anyway, but their children can't possibly deserve the same protections as those who were legitimately born.
You already told me that. Sorry, I'll let you back to your washing.
As if I'd stop for you.
Hey, this woman is very pompous for just a servant, man. The Cass. Visitor of Orzammar should keep in mind that the hierarchies of Dwarven society are much more complex than our own. It's easy to gravely insult a man simply by mistaking his position. Since this can lead to unnecessary loss of life and limbs, I will attempt to mitigate the danger for you, my fellow travelers. The society of Orzammar is divided into nobles, warriors, smiths, artisans, miners, merchants, and servants. Now you're undoubtedly saying to yourself, we have all those divisions among our own people. This is a dangerous misconception. Certainly we do have nobility, artisans, merchants, and these positions are largely inherited from our parents. However, the younger children of noblemen often choose to be artisans or soldiers. The sons of merchants may join the army or become servants or apprentice themselves to a craftsman. This is all freely chosen, limited perhaps by the circumstances of birth, but still chosen. What is a matter of choice for most human folk is dictated entirely by birth for dwarves. No one may become a smith who was not born to smith caste parents. A servant who marries a noble woman will never be a noble himself, and although his daughters would be nobles, his sons would be servants, for daughters inherit the caste of their mother, while sons inherit the caste of their father. You're just about the only person she can look down on. Yeah. I guess she likes to feel a bit bigger some way. Damn. This is the lava river and the bridge. This bridge should lead to the underground tunnels, supposedly. Proving grounds. Oh no, it goes to the arena. Berat's shop. Tapster's Tavern. Wait, really? There's a shop here? Ah, there's my boss right there. Oh, yeah. Hello?
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Ascaius?
Your sister has to give the birth to the son, my god. Yeah, I get it. We found Ascaius, he had a side deal going for Lyria. He's guilty. Here's the Lyria. Persuade. He's guilty. Give 1 nugget. Persuade. He didn't have anything Lyria going. We found Ascaius, he had a side deal going for Lyrium. I mean, that's the truth, I guess. He's guilty. Take the 2 nuggets.
That's all? I guess the Duster was smart enough to keep his main stash topside. And Ascaius himself?
Last I saw, he was covering the tiles of the tapestries floor. No. He won't be bothering you again. Yes.
Absolutely. Dead as a plate of chops. Screaming for mercy, telling the ancestors to bless your name. Real dead.
Very interesting. Seeing how my cousin was at the tapsters this afternoon. And he says he saw something change hands between you and Ascaius. And then the Duster Sodding stood up and walked out on his own 2 feet. Does that sound like what I asked?
Opa.
Jarvia, what does that sound like to you?
Sounds like some jumped up face brands thought they could take a bribe and let him walk free. That's just not right.
The lady says it's not right. You wouldn't disagree with a lady, would you?
Man, Lasky, you should have said the truth, man. Why are you lying? Now you put us in more trouble. Depends on the lady. Persuade, I'm not stupid enough to kill Ascaius in public. No. Are you accounting me on lying? Fine, I'll tell you the truth.
The truth is we caught your cousin with Ascaius. They were drinking together and laughing at you. He was telling him how because you were related, you'd never suspect him. We didn't want to take care of him right there, being how he's your blood, but I guess he hoped you'd kill us before we could tell you.
You know Goron's always been jealous of you. He might do
Huh?
it.
Find him for me, Jarvia. We'll see what he has to say about this story. I'm going to give you one more chance. One job. You split on this one, and you and your sweet sister are both out on the street.
Yeah, this guy keeps lying, man. Anything Wombos? Do I get to make another Duster cry? I was kind of hoping to spend time with my sister. Let me guess, I don't really have a choice. 4.
You're catching on. The Warrior Cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory.
Ooh.
Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing.
Sounds like a way to promote myself out of the criminals. You're taking bets on the fighters? You want me to enter the proving? Why would the Grey Wardens be here for?
Topsiders see a couple of Darkspawn, they start crying and running to Papa Orzammar. They know dwarves are the best when it comes to Darkspawn. So they're here to recruit a couple of bodies to prevent another blight. Because why should humans have to live with what we get every day?
I guess we're the best versus the Darkspawn because the Darkspawn are some type of magicians and dwarves are naturally resilient to magic. Because of my trait, DMD. And you're going to bet on who the Warden picks? Do you want me to get their attention in the proving? I'd like to know more about the Great Wardens.
Then learn to sodding read. All you should care about is who wins that fight. There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns. Havaird's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Understand?
So how am I supposed to help Edward win?
The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find Havaired, see who he's fighting and when. When the name Minar comes up, I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight.
Not gonna happen. Does he ever know you're doing this?
He's the kind of warrior who wants to show off his oiled physique to a cheering crowd. You think he wants scum like us making money on him? Don't let him know what you're doing. Just find his chamber, see when he's fighting, then go to Minar and dump the drug.
What is this drug?
I'm not asking you to distill it, just drop it into a basin. That's all you need to know.
How do I find Edward?
He'll be in the fighters' quarters under the stands.
Alright then.
You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see Havaird's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
That's exactly what I want. I don't want to see you ever again as well. I'm not gonna poison a random guy, man. No, we don't do mainstreams anymore. The proving. Valos Atredum. In the 23rd year of the reign of King Ragnar Audukan, an old man of the servant caste was accused of stealing a sapphire ring from his employer, Ward Dace. The servant was stripped of his possession, he and his family thrown to the street, and soon after the servant died. The son of the discovered servant challenged Ward Dace to a proving, declaring that his father had been the victim of a cruel injustice and the ancestor would bear him witness. Ward Dace had no choice but to accept. On the sacred stone of the proving ground, the nobleman faced the servant boy War days carried a sword crafted for his own hand and was clad in his great-grandfather's armor. The servant boy had neither armor nor weapon. When the battle began, the boy fought like a whole pack of angry deep-stalkers, flinging himself upon the startled dwarf, wrenching the sword from his hand and prying at his armor with bare fingers. The boy knocked Ward Dace to the ground and beat him until the Ward begged for mercy. The boy and his family were reinstated to their place in the Dace household, and the virtue of the boy's father was not questioned again. The ancestors had spoken, and no one would question their word. Damn. Question is, where is the other thing that I had to read? I don't know. It's gone. I thought another thing was updated. Maybe my quest journal.
If you've got any questions, ask Jarvie or Lesky. I'm busy.
You ask too many questions. All you've got to know how to say is, I'm mistress.
You're not my mistress. Who are you?
You don't recognize me?
You know Jarvia, right? Barat's favorite lieutenant and the only person he trusts in all of Orzammar. You know that, Jarvia.
The one that is drilling? Is it true that you're sleeping with Berat? I'm gonna take that as a rumor for now. Let's not ask that. What exactly do you do for the Carta?
All you need to know is that I'm Barat when Barat's not here. And I'm getting mighty impatient.
Alright.
Not nearly soon enough.
Didn't Barat give you a job to do?
Alright then. This is the proving ground. I'm assuming I need to go somewhere here, but let's just keep going forward for now.
Go back to your dirt pile, scum. They should send someone to pick up the trash.
Okay, dude. That's an advice, Dempo, man.
So this is a gift, huh? I've never been to a proving.
What are they like?
You know, two sweaty warrior caste men all oiled up by servant girls and wrapped in shining smith-wrought steel. Hundreds of beautiful women watching from the stands, wanting nothing more than to rub them down after.
Oh, the Grey One care who wins the pro.
Think about their responsibility. Take these humans and elves who spent their whole lives flitting around eating figs and teach them to fight Darkspawn. Of course they're gonna need a dwarf to help them. Here they get to pick from the best of the vein.
Doesn't during the Warrens mean going to the surface?
Not like turning your back on the stone to take a caravan topside. Fighting Darkspawn is a sacred duty. The king decreed long ago that a dwarf who joins the Wardens retains his caste.
Why does everyone respect the Great Warrens so much?
They're the only surfacers who care what happens here. They drove the Darkspawn back in every blight. And people say they've got some secret magic that lets them do it.
Why would we care what happens to topside? No. Humans and elves don't normally fight Darkspawn?
They say you can go an entire lifetime without a single Darkspawn setting foot on the surface.
Huh? Wait, the Darkspawn are not on the surface? I've never actually seen a Darkspawn, have you?
I was in the Diamond Quarter once when they brought back a trophy from the Deep Roads. It was only a head, but it was all twisted up and scarred, with teeth like stalactites. And it smelled like rank air from an old cave. I can't even think of a joke. That should tell you how bad it was.
That's it.
From your lips to my ears.
I cannot confront him about the line.
I assume this pile of worthless junk belongs to you? You realize it's in the way and that the patrols will not be able to come through? Move it, or I shall have it thrown out in the deep roads, and you with it.
I'm so sorry, my lord, but they told me to move my goods over here. I couldn't even set up shop in my usual place.
Nonsense.
It's true. They said that the servants needed to polish the floors on that side of the commons in preparation for the new commander's first commission.
Yes. The new Idukan Commander's Feast is tomorrow, isn't it? I suppose it can't be helped then.
This is actually a super good way to...
Very well. You may leave your goods here for now, merchant. But move them out of the way as soon as you can.
This is actually an insane way to walk away from progressing into this side of the city. Instead of just walking it up, they made an entire dialogue and a little story about why this walked up. I'm really liking that at the moment. Damn. Alright then. Could we actually potentially fight in the proving grounds ourselves? Hello.
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds.
How would you like if I kicked you? No. I have a pass right here.
Looks legitimate. Go on through then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Wardens don't need some eyesore getting between them and the fighters.
Get out of my face, Brand.
We haven't had crashes in a long time. Damn, I'm feeling lucky.
Stone's Embrace. That's one of them. One of the Grey Wardens. Oh, I dare you to go over and talk to him. Say, welcome to Orzammar, Warden, sir. May I drink your bathwater?
The fuck? Is this Grey Warden like an internet wife or something? What are you talking about, Leske, man? Dwarven religion. The Dwarven faith. We are the children of the stone. She supports us, shelters us, offers us the most priceless gifts of the earth. The worthy return to her, embracing death, becoming ancestors. The unworthy are cast out, unable to rest, that their failings may not weaken the stone. So it has been since the earliest memories. We live by the stone, guided by the ancestors who speak with the voice of the provings, and whose memories the Shaperate keeps forever in Illyrium. We do not accept the empty promises of heaven as the wind elves do. Wild elves do. Or vie for the favor of the absent gods instead. We follow in the footsteps of our paragons, the greatest of our ancestors, warriors, craftsmen, leaders. The greatest example of life spent in service to our fellow dwarves. Our paragons join with the stone in life, and now stand watch at our gate, ushering in those surface privileged to visit our city. We know there is no greater honor to hope for, no better reward for an exceptional life. Man. I kinda like there is a god we could potentially follow. But I don't know if this god is gonna truly represent the way I feel. Like, I kinda wanna go to the surface, man. Beldolphin reference. Yes, Beldolphin.
Did you see that first bout? Ostar's helmet practically shattered. Adalbo still has the Ancestors' favor.
Don't look at the fighters, Brand. It's bad luck.
This is one of the fighters. That's the guy that we saw in the cinematic, I think.
Stand back. I don't want to catch your diseases.
Hello?
Stone met, and blessings on your house. That was the proper greeting for an outsider last time I visited Orzammar. Has it changed? Or is there a reason you're looking at me so strangely?
In my part of Orzammar, I would just go with hello. Well, I don't exactly have a house. No, definitely the prophet greeting. Stone made yourself. It was just nicer than I expected. 4.
Do they say the Grey Wardens are disrespectful then? My name is Duncan. I'd say of the Grey Wardens, but I suspect you already know that. Pleased to meet you.
Is it true that you're here looking for recruits? I'm Nico, I'm nobody. I only came over because my friend dared me. Is it true you're looking for recruits?
The Wardens are always looking for those who have the courage to spend their lives in battle against the Darkspawn. It's rare we find those with both the skill and the will. The best Wardens are ruthless to their enemies, compassionate to their friends, and inspiring to their troops. It's a lot to look for, but I hope to find it here, and I hope you also may find what you are looking for.
What about me? I wanna... Duncan. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings, the Grey Warden sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevailed. Like many others, Duncan gave up a family name when he joined the ranks of the Wardens, a symbolic gesture of cutting ties. He may say this was a convenience in this case, however. His mother was from the Anderfells, his father from Levinter. His childhood was spent in the free marshes and Orleis. His people were everywhere and his homeland was nowhere. He was given an almost impossible task of leading the Wardens in Perelden, a kingdom that had thrown the Order out 200 years earlier. Facing local suspicion and hostility, he set about finding recruits. Oh, these are new things here. The first blight had raged for 90 years. The world was in chaos. A god had risen, twisted and corrupted. The remaining gods of Tevinter were silent, withdrawn. What writing we have recovered from those times is filled with despair, for everyone believed, from the greatest archons to the lowliest slaves, that the world was coming to an end. At Weishaupt Fortress in the desolate Anderfells, a meeting transpired. Soldiers of the Imperium, seasoned veterans who had known nothing their entire lifetimes except hopeless war, came together. When they left Weishaupt, they had renounced their oaths to the Imperium. They were soldiers no longer, they were the Grey Wardens. The Wardens began an aggressive campaign against the Blight, striking back against the Darkspawn, reclaiming lands given up for lost. The Blight was far from over, but their victories brought notice and soon they received aid from every nation in Tether. Why would they need to renounce their oaths to the Imperium? Wouldn't the Imperium also want to deal with this Blight situation? Yeah. They grew in number as well as reputation. Finally, in the year 992, the Tevinter Imperium, upon the silent plains, they met the Archdemon Dumat in battle. A third of all the armies of northern Tedas were lost to the fighting, but Dumat fell and the Darkspawn fled back underground. Even that was not the end. The Imperium once revered 7 gods. Dumat, which is a demon, Zazikel, Tot, Andoral, Razikal, Lusakan, and Urtemiel. 4 have risen as archdemons. The Grey Wardens have kept watch through the ages, well aware the peace is fleeting, and that their war continues until the last of the dragon gods is gone. What does dragon gods have to do with archdemons? It doesn't say which 4. Or does he mean the dragon gods are the righteous and they're gonna keep fighting until all the good gods are... Or are the dragon gods the archdemons? We shall see. No spoilers. Darkspawn. The surfaces claim the first Darkspawn fell from heaven. They spin tales of magic and sin, but the children of the stone know better. The Darkspawn rose up out of the earth, for it was in deep roads they first appeared. Creatures in our own likeness, armed and armored, but with no more intelligence than Tespadan, bestial and savage. At first they were few, easily hunted and slain by our warriors, but in the recesses of the deep roads, they grew in numbers and in courage. Our distant Tigers came under attack, and now it was the army, not a few warriors, being sent to deal with the creatures. Victory still came easily though, and we thought the threat would soon be over. We were wrong. The Blights. My dear Annika, I would not worry about the assembly. Let the nobles sit together and argue over whose house owns the grandest tag. It keeps them from panicking, which will they make surely do otherwise, and prevents them from making a greater nuisance of themselves. War is the business of warriors. I would say that the enemy's strategy seems to be changing, but they never appear to have a strategy before, beyond destroying everything in their path. For weeks their numbers appear to be dwindling. There was talk that perhaps we were getting close to wiping them out. We could not have been more wrong, for today we came upon the body of their main force. I cannot give words to it, Annika. I have never seen so much dead in one place. There were darkspawn beyond counting, and at the heart of the throng, a great beast, as tall as the powers of Orzammar, with bread afar, a paragon of darkspawn, perhaps for they seemed to pay the deference. They were living, marching toward the mine shafts which lead to the surface, but I knew when I beheld them, once they have devoured what lies above us, they will be back. Paragon Audicon. Area map. Tactics. I'm not gonna read that. Controlling party members, crafting, merchants, stealth. While transactions open, you may use the buyback option. Once the money is closed, however, the items become the full property of the shopkeeper and are thus only available at full prices. Nah, I don't wanna play with tactics for the moment.
Sodding castless breed like rats.
Get out of my face, Brand.
I guess the only path is there. Wonder if there is a sprint option. I think I'm probably running the fastest already. Evard's armor. Well.
Sweetheart,
Sod it. He's stone drunk. He could draw a dead man for his bout and still lose. Rot's gonna kill us if we slip up here. He's already jumpy enough after that stunt with Oscius. Hey, I just had an idea.
I'm gonna take his place. Is that your idea? I could put on his armor, you know, fighting his name. Do I want to hear this? Great, we're running out of time. What you've got? 3.
So, you've been rubbing my nose at how you're the meanest thing with a blade, right? Evaird's armor is over there, and you're about the same size.
If I do this, I'll win by skill alone. I won't use the drug. I'll put on the armor now. You find Miner and drug him. I need to drug Miner first. This isn't for Berada. I want to impress the Grey Wardens. 4. Yes. And in that way, we're not gonna lie to this guy. We're only taking an identity, but we can then, I guess, say who we are when we're asked. I guess it's better than trying to make this guy win an unfair fight by drugging someone.
You can't let anyone know it's you. If they find out, you'll be executed. They'll say it's an offense to the ancestors. If you want to tell the wardens, at least wait until some time when you can bolt if you need to.
I'll win this fight by skill, not drugs.
You've got a heart of steel, Selraka. Get in the armor.
Bout 3 is next. Officer Minar versus the warrior Evair. Fighters, report to the ring.
No more time. Make sure you have everything and go tell the Proving Guard you're ready to fight. And don't forget to keep your helmet down.
Oh boy. Items received.
shall be done.
Okay, so this is his axe. It has more damage. It's a tier 4 sword. Two-handed. Main hand. Mace. Main hand. Everard's helm. Indestructible. Everard's gloves, boots. Everard's shield. I guess we'll wanna take all of this. I'm a mason drawer. I'm gonna leave the rest. He has more damage as well. Fatigue extra. This doesn't have any stat requirements. It pretty much improves everything. Fatigue 7 point. Regeneration in combat. Wait, why does... It says armor 5. But this is defense. Armor 3. Oh, okay. So this is growing upwards. Hey, we don't have to deal with old Baldur's Gate stats. Bigger armor is better. Damn. That's what we like to see. Yeah. It all makes sense now. It's not the negative AC. How do we fight? I don't know. I guess we're gonna figure it on the spot.
Stone met Averd. I believe it is time for your bout. May fortune favor your fight, Averd. Are you ready?
Not.
As you say.
This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Ozamar. For our honored guests, the Grey Warden.
I will.
Warrior Averd, son of Galton, will fight Officer Mylar, survivor of the battle at Tar Ellerin.
I'm gonna do this battle. I'm gonna talk to the outcome.
Honor me with this fight. May the stone show the boldest heart through the strongest arm.
And then we're gonna read the patch notes, Wills. Right back at you. May the stone show the boldest heart through the strongest arm. For the honor of the Great Wardens. Watch out, Duster, you'll be coughing blood. Right back at you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Okay. Maynard. I have 150 health, 100 stamina. Can I read the stuff that he has? Combat basics. You're in a combat situation, mastery of the battlefield is important, zoom out. In combat, gain a better view of the situation, you can also pause. Yeah, I already have it. Next. Don't tell me anything, advises Dempoman. To attack an enemy, simply right-click on them. To use a talent, left-click on it in your quick bar to use it against your current target. Okay. I did 10 damage. Is there a combat walk? Shoot defense. I can't really see my HP as a number. Seem to be doing pretty good just auto attacking, so we're just gonna keep doing it. Wow. There it is.
The winner is Evan! A truly memorable fight.
Cap.
The young cadet vanquishes the wily veteran. Healer, see to his injuries. The warrior Evan, son of Galton, will fight last year's Journeyman Division champion, Adalbo.
What?
Proven in glory before the stone.
Again?
You honor me with this fight. May we both win glory in the eyes of our lords.
Let's win some glory for the Wardens.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Apollo. What is this? Passive. Fighting with a shield improves the character's guard. Enemies can no longer flank the character on the shield carrying side. Shield defense. While this mode is active, a character drops into a defensive style that favors the shield, gaining a bonus to defense and increased chance to shrug off missile attacks, but taking a penalty to attack. So 852. $857. Increase the chance of dodging or parrying physical attacks. Sounds good to me. Has Nikki gotten to the point in Dao where he becomes a fisher? I hope there is no such point. Sustain abilities. Reserve mana or stamina when they're activated and remain on until deactivated or the character runs out of mana or stamina. Most sustainability includes fatigue penalty, increasing the cost to activate a subscription spell or talent, which makes it difficult to maintain several sustainabilities at once. To manually deactivate a sustainability, simply left click on it again. Note that some of these abilities, such as defensive fire, cannot be used simultaneously. I'm losing stamina at the moment. 35 reserved. Huh? Let's get going for today. We'll catch you later. Thank you, Lava, for stopping. Just need to... I'm not gonna play that much more, just so you know. I guess flanking is that little thingy on the circle behind him. Or at least the backstab damage.
Very well. Away with you!
11. We're blocking, nice. I started this fight on full HP, this seems easily winnable. My stamina hasn't been reduced though. Mighty blow. Damn. Berserk. Is that double damage? Ooh, 12. We still have a plenty of HP to go. My stamina is still not going down. Woo.
The winner is Evan! The ancestors have withdrawn their blessings and embrace a new champion on their field. The warrior Evan, son of Galton, will fight Nanga.
Oh no!
Silent sister in training. She has made her vows, but not completed her blooding. Will she be accepted into the legendary order? That will depend on her performance today.
Isn't that the lieutenant? Your honor, with this fight, may we both achieve glory. All this stuff about wanna go, let's fight you take. You honor me. No?
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
I cannot move my cam. Oh, there we go. We're not in defense. No, we are. Yeah, still 57. Defensive stance should be worth it because I get 8 defense to the cost of -5 attack. 11 damage. She hitting 2 times for little damage. Moving doesn't seem to do much, besides slowing my attack. Who's next? Oh, it was Jarvis.
Linka went to the stone without a sound, as befits her vows. But it wasn't hard to see the blood that was spilled. Everd will advance to the final bout to determine the true champion of
Don't
the
tell me
ring.
it's Duncan.
Against what?
Oh no!
My bout already?
Opa!
Hey! That's my armor! Who are you? How dare you disrupt this sacred...
Wait, I know that man. That's Everd. Then what imposter did I fight?
Remove your helmet, warrior, and let all who watched you see your face.
I'm no cast or clan, but I have defeated you all. I will not. My victories have earned me your respect. I am ever the rest the fraud. Let all who watched you see your face. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But why would I say any of those? Those all 3 sound like kinda prideful. I'm just gonna go with one then. No, but it says that I'm not gonna remove my helm. Which I don't wanna lie. I know it's risky. They don't seem to be happy. Could be exiled. It is what it is. I made my choice.
Castless! You insult the very nature of this proving! Guards, take this filth away!
Duncan is gonna...
Hold your men, I pray you. This warrior has defeated the best you have to offer.
Damn.
Is that not what this proving is for?
We are honored by your presence, warrior. But this proving is not solely for you. There are laws which have governed this arena for 1,000 years. This man is no warrior. He is castless, rejected by the ancestors. His very footsteps pollute the stone. He has no place here.
Okay, dude.
Except as your champion.
Left click on your character to take control of him or her. Try positioning each of your characters tactically. Move rogues into a backstab position or move archers to hill to rain down arrows.
Are you awake yet? Psst. Can you hear me?
I got sent to jail. Aye.
How hard did they sodding hit you anyway? Did you have to put up such a fight?
Let's get what happened.
As soon as everyone saw your face, Brand, the place went mad. Shut all the doors, examined everyone for family and caste. One of the guards recognized me and figured we must be working together. They burned 3 candles to the stump interrogating me about who put us up to this. I think they knew, you know, about Barat.
This doesn't look like a typical guard cell. Barat said he'd go for Rika if we're caught. We need to go. Yeah, sure.
You think I didn't look for a way out? Rika's not the only one in danger here. They could kill us. But these cells are built straight into the wall. And they confiscated all my lockpicks. What's it look like on your side? You see any way out?
Good, you're awake. Barat will be glad to hear that.
Is that Jarve? You look familiar. Do I know you? What are you doing here?
You caused a lot of trouble today. Barat lost 100 sovereigns for Lord Volney. The entire proving was declared invalid, and the Assembly already called for an investigation. You can't imagine the state Barat was in when he told me to get you.
Nameless one of the... Okay, dude. Why are you here? Where are the guardsmen?
You're not in their cells anymore. And I don't think I appreciate the time and money it took to bribe the right people to get you back. You got every guardsman at that proving thinking if he takes your head off, the ancestors will bless him forever. But they know whose hand holds the whip. When Barat claimed you, they knew who's going to get to watch your last breath.
Let me talk to Barat. I'm not scared of him. All we did was follow his orders. Let him come. He'll see I don't scare so easily. Three.
I don't think scaring you is what Barat has in mind. You risked exposing him before the entire warrior caste. Now they're asking questions, and as long as you have tongues to answer them, you're a threat. Enjoy your last night together, boys. Barat will be by soon to make sure you maintain your silence.
Oh boy. Things are getting spicy. Leveling up. Every time you gain a level, your character gains new abilities and improves statistics. Plus button. On your character's portrait, there. 3 attributes. DMDM, can I go more constitution? We're going tank build. Represents health and resilience. Higher constitution directly increases the amount of damage a character can take before falling to the battlefield. Fantastic. Specialization. Plus 2 willpower when killing the champion. Is a veteran warrior and confident leader in battle, possessing skilled arms impressive enough to inspire allies. The champion can also intimidate and demoralize foes. They are the heroes you find commanding an army or plunging headlong into danger, somehow making it look easy. Only max HP. Yeah, max HP sounds fine to me. Magic mental resistance. Mages who refuse the circle's control become apostates and live in fear of Templars' powers. The ability to dispel and resist magic as servants of the Chantry. The Templars have been the most effective means of controlling the spread and use of arcane power for centuries. Circle's mind control. No, this is too much of a mage type of mix. Berserker. Strength and health. The first Berserker with Dwarves, they would sacrifice finesse for a Dark Rage that increased their strength and resilience. Eventually Dwarves... Dark, you say? Hell no. Eventually Dwarves taught these skills to others, and now Berserkers can be found amongst the races that are renowned as terrifying adversaries. River. Constitution and physical resistance. Oppa. Demonic spirits teach more than blood magic. Oh no. Rivers terrorize their enemies, feast upon the souls of their slain opponents to heal their own flesh, and can unleash a blood frenzy that makes them more powerful as they come nearer to their own deaths. Hell no. I'm gonna be a champion, I think. Mages who refuse the circle's control and live in fear of a Templar's powers. The ability to dispel and resist magic are servants of the Chantry. Oh, I cannot choose a specialization yet. It sounds like champion has the best background for me. Confident leader, veteran warrior. One specialization point is awarded at level 7. Talent. Shield bash. Weapon and shield. If I upgrade the shield balance, the character is learned to compensate for the weight of a shield. In combat, no longer suffers an attack penalty. Potentially, yes. It has a strength requirement as well, damn. Shield cover. Dexterity. While in this mode, the warrior's shield provides a greater chance of deflecting missile attacks. I'll take a shield bash. Alright. New quest captured. Where is the shield badge went? 11 strength. Oh, I don't have a shield. Probably. Escape Derad's clutches. You have somehow ended on Berat's custody. Berat is quite put out with you and hope for your continued survival is slim if you don't manage to get out of here. Wait, why is this skill not highlighted even though I leveled it up? I can... Weird. Did I misclick something that wrong? Eh, fuck it. Wait, a plus is still up? Huh? Weird. Maybe I clicked clear by mistake. My HP grew and stamina grew a bit. Alright then. Shield bash, shield defense. 25 activation. Upkeep 35. So it removes 35 of my stamina to keep shield defense. Cool. This is where we're ending for today. In prison. So far,